episode of NBA Central. This is your daily NBA Central preview update. I'm your host, Big Bro. We got Bobby in the building. We're gonna talk
What's the
about
word?
what's good, Brody. We're gonna talk about last night's games, and we're gonna talk about the two games tonight. Which team has the best chance to tie up their series? We're gonna talk about all of that in a moment.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.
Hey, we back, baby. Man, the first round of the playoffs has been absolutely lit. It's been a great time. We've had 8 games played so far, and we got 2 games tonight, Bobby.
Bro, it's busting.
Man, last night was nuts, though. Welcome to NBA Central Preview Show. You can always hit us up at nbacentralshow@gmail.com. Last night, we had Ja Morant go down with a hand injury. That didn't look good, man. It didn't look good. He was screaming in pain. You see how he looks. Oh, man, it's not good. It's definitely not good. And then
Not
we
good at
had
all.
Giannis. Giannis got hurt as well with a back
Bro.
issue. Then we had Tyler Herro go down with a broken hand. Look like his injury is a little bit different from the Ja. I don't think Ja actually suffered any
Nah, he
actual
don't.
breaks or anything.
At least that's what they told us.
Yeah, man. So like all of that stuff kind of overshadowed yesterday, but you know who will not and shall not be overshadowed today, Bobby?
Oh,
Austin Reeves. My
he's
man
funny.
went crazy last night. He went on his own personal 9-0 scoring run to kind of put the game out of reach for the
Bro.
Ja Morant list Memphis Grizzlies, and this man on the court with Hall of Famers and top 75 NBA players and had the nerve to say, I'm him. I ain't even mad at him, bro.
And that showed you his performance showed you why coaching is so important.
Yeah, man. Austin Reeves and the experienced Lakers still won from Memphis on the road last night. Oh man, I don't think any of us had the Lakers winning yesterday, Bobby. But
I
I mean,
did.
I
Y'all
did.
bogus.
No, I picked them to win. I
I
picked
was
them
in
to
the
win.
chat. I was in the chat. Just like I told Kawhi was gonna get KD some work. And
Mm-hmm.
KD went 6 minutes and 49 seconds without taking a shot in the fourth
so,
quarter. The
so we
best
gonna
player in the world is Caller.
we gonna touch. Wait, well, you know he also called Kawhi the best player in the world. We gonna
But
touch on
nah,
the Lakers.
we're gonna wait till come in so I can talk my smack.
We gonna touch on the lucky Lakers. I mean the Suns and Phoenix and the Clippers last night. But the Lakers got that win on the road, man. It was a good game, even without Ja. Memphis looked all right. Jaren Jackson Jr. was taking care of business. That man was out there trying to keep them in it, but man, it just went crazy down the stretch. The Lakers had like 8 straight dunks to end the game.
Yeah, because as a problem that I continuously speak of. Deadman Baines, he start off the game hot, and typically he fizzles out. Dylan
Mm-hmm.
Brooks, you talk a lot of smack, he can't get it done. Package those two and get him out of there. Go get you another star.
Yeah, man. It's the Lakers got the win last night. Desmond Baines, Dylan Brooks, they didn't really show up the way they needed to. And the Lakers defense carried them to that win in the second half. We're gonna see how they look in game 2. But then we also had a couple of other games last night. But I got a question for you, Bobby, real quick. Does seeding really matter in the Western Conference playoffs?
I would say it would matter a little bit, at least as far, but not as much as the seeding matter on the east side of the bracket. So in the
Exactly.
West, it matters because look at Denver. They totally outplayed, the T Wolves in the 1 versus 8, which a one should be out here taking care of business. But then
Mm-hmm.
I know on the flip side, you can look at that and be like, well, Milwaukee did just lose. But I don't see them losing the series, though. I definitely see the Denver Nuggets smacking the T Wolves.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. 1-8, but then you got your 2-7, your 3-6, and your 4-5.
4 or 5. Yeah, it's all
Whereas
tough.
those home teams, those higher seeded teams, are not gonna have an easy time like in times past, where you kind of at least knew the 1-8 and the 2-7 was gonna be sweeps or 5-game series.
Right.
This 2-7 situation is not going to be a sweep, at least not for the number 2 seed. All right, so the next game that took place yesterday was the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat, and Miami shocked the Bucks to take game 1 versus Milwaukee on the road. We had Giannis go down, and that definitely hurt them. Look at him. No, that's not the Giannis one. My bad. Look at Giannis.
He bogus.
Look at him down there.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna change. Bro. Let's keep it a buck. I mean, in the playoffs, these two teams go at it. 1 year, Miami eliminated them, and then in Giannis championship year, he eliminated them. So they got a history. In Miami, they're not scared to play Milwaukee. But I think that over time, once Giannis returns, they're gonna put the Heat right where they belong at the crib.
So is this game 1 victory that Miami pulled out impressive with Giannis being out?
It's impressive, bro. Anytime you go on the road as an 8th seed to go be the number 1 seed, regardless of the history of what it is, it's impressive. And they handled it. You know what I'm saying? Bam actually showed up. They lost one of their key players in Tyler Herro, and you still had other players step up. And Jimmy Butler continues to show why his name is Playoff Jimmy. Bro.
Yes, sir. So then we had the third game of the day with Kawhi Leonard leading the Clippers to a road win over the Phoenix Suns. You had Kawhi go crazy with like 38 points. You also had KD go crazy. He had 29, 10, and 9 or something like that. Almost flirted. He was flirted with a triple-double. But you mentioned it earlier. He went almost 7 minutes without even taking a shot. And that seemed like it spelled doom for the Phoenix Suns.
It's unacceptable. First and foremost, he's clearly the best player on the court, with Kawhi Leonard being close. You know what I'm saying, for that spot. But at the end of the day, you can't start the game off by not scoring or taking a shot for 10 minutes and then ending the game by not scoring or taking a shot in the final 6 minutes of a game that you could have won. You can't have that.
Yeah, and that the both of these teams have a lot to play for. It sucks that they have to match up in the first round because somebody going home, and that's going to hurt one of these guys' legacies. Whether it's Kevin Durant and people saying he can't win without the Golden State Warriors, or Kawhi Leonard and people saying that he hasn't been the same since he's been in Toronto.
For me, honestly though, bro, they only played now 9 games together, bro, in Phoenix. We gotta, if he lose, you still gotta give him a little pass. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Some people gonna say he the best plug and play. I understand that. But bro, in 9 games is not enough time to come together and compete for a championship. Look how they operated in the fourth, in the close game, the closest game that they had since Kevin Durant been there. They don't know who's gonna be taking that shot. That's why they say you need time to build that chemistry.
That's true, and we've been talking about that on other episodes here. And we kind of feel like Kevin Durant is the type of player that can just jump in and fit right in. But the reality is, you got to play with your players, bro. You got to know tendencies, and you got to know where your coach wants you to be, and so on and so forth. Putting the ball in the basket is one thing. Situational basketball is another. And it looks like Phoenix got some work to do over the next few games to at least not find themselves down. Well, the next game, actually, they definitely don't want to go down 0-2 and then have to go to LA and win some games.
All right, so gonna be lit.
The last game of the night was a complete mauling. You had the Denver Nuggets mauling the Timberwolves. And usually you expect the Timberwolves to maul a Nugget, but it went the other way around. They came out there and showed them boys why they are the number 1 seed. Jamal Murray was excellent last night. Jokic didn't really have to do too much.
They only had to play 28 minutes.
Listen, he didn't have to, and Minnesota just did not show up. It's almost like they were riding the high of winning that tournament, that play-in game, just to make it to the playoffs. They didn't show up last night.
I'm gonna just continue to say it, bro. Anthony Edwards has not been good in the last 3 games. He has not been good. We know what he can be, but he ain't showed nothing. Then that's unacceptable.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is bogus. I seen him shooting air balls, missing layups. He even got elbowed and pushed in the face by Joker. He looked look, he hit the ground and he looked up like, oh, that's Joker. Let me go ahead and help me up, that's Joker.
Tweaking.
Oh man, so I think yesterday was pretty good though. Like honestly,
it was a good day.
Besides
Sunday.
besides the injuries, it was a good day. Hopefully Giannis is back isn't a problem. With Herro, it looks like he's going to be done for this series with a broken hand. I don't anticipate him coming back.
Who?
Tyler Herro,
Yeah, it's over. He done.
he
He
up
done.
out of
For you
there.
might as well go. See you next year, gang. You ain't making it to the next round.
And then the jury is still out on Ja Morant. He is in jeopardy of missing game 2. All right. So tonight we got 2 big games. I hate when the NBA does this, man. We could at least got 3 games tonight, but we'll take the 2. Monday night, we got 2 games. We got the Philadelphia 76ers. They're looking to go up 2-0 versus the the Brooklyn Nets. Bobby, who you got tonight in tonight's game? The Sixers definitely have to stay focused. Will they go up 2-0, or do the Brooklyn Nets have an opportunity to tie this series at 1?
I mean, they gotta. It ain't happening. I ain't even gonna try to sugarcoat it and make it sound pretty. They going down 0-2. I just think that Joel Embiid is too much for them. I know that the coach Jock Vaughn has been, putting it in the media that they want more fouls called in favor of the Brooklyn Nets, but it's not gonna happen. And then you got James Harden. Game 1, he played great. You know what I'm saying? It looked like Houston James Harden was out there, type
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So, no, not tonight. Brooklyn fall to 0-2. Bro.
Yeah, I feel like Brooklyn might have at least 1 game in this series, but it's not tonight's game. I feel like Philly's definitely going to come out and stay focused. I think Doc Rivers understands that his legacy is at stake. Joel Embiid definitely understands what's at stake for his legacy, and we can't ignore James Harden, who hasn't had much playoff success wherever he's played, whether it's Houston, whether it's the Brooklyn Nets, or whether it's Philly. In fact, I think his deepest playoff run came with the OKC Thunder when they made it to the finals on accident that one season. So
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at them. Hopefully they go out tonight. I'm picking them to win tonight as well. So me and you both have Philly going up 2-0 tonight. But the game
Bro.
of the night, woo, right there. That game versus Golden State and the Kings the other day was incredible. And even though the Kings came out with the win, Golden State showed why they're the defending champions. Every time the Kings looked like they was going to take off, Golden State was right there to return fire. Tonight, does Golden State finally get that monkey off their back and win a road game? Because they haven't won too many this season. Do they
No.
win on the road tonight and defeat the
No.
Kings?
I'm going with no. I don't think I still got the Warriors with a strong chance to pull out this series, but I don't think the Warriors start to pull momentum until they win 2 games at home. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Kings taking it tonight, kind of early on a prediction, but then go to State, take the next 2, and then that's when it gets real. But as of tonight, I still think that they still struggle to get the monkey off their back. Andrew Wiggins started the game particularly well, but then he fizzled out in the end, and Gary Payton the second didn't give him much. So I think they still struggle a little bit as these guys try to work their way back in, and they won't, fully start to grab momentum until they go back home.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I feel you on that momentum thing. Like you win 2 in a row, you got the momentum, and you can try to get that third one on the road to try to knock, get that fourth one at home. But if they have to win a road game to win this series, and if they don't, it's a wrap. They're not going back to the finals. Like even like in this series, you have to because they're on the road for all the games, right? And they're the underdogs, right?
I mean, when you look at Golden State play, you just wonder like what they gonna do with De'Aaron Fox. I
Nothing.
mean, they got a killer on their side too, is Steph Curry with an excellent sidekick. But the De'Aaron Fox, he has no pressure on him right now. Game 1 was great for him, 38 points, and then Malik Monk coming off the bench, bro.
Yeah,
We
they
got we
don't.
got to they got to put it on wax for me. Golden
This
State
ain't
got to
the
put it on wax for me.
this ain't the Golden State team of old that had great defense and offense. They don't have it. Like they don't have
Yeah,
anybody that could guard either one of those guys. There's no Andre Iguodala to step in and put pressure on your best perimeter player. So it's
right.
just not looking good for the Golden State tonight. I'm right there with you. I got the Kings winning, but the Kings gonna have to
Gonna be
bring
a
their
close
A
game.
game.
It's gonna be
Exactly.
a
They
close game.
they got to bring their A game because Golden State, if they smell blood, they gonna pounce.
They know it's at stake tonight, and that's when you know what I'm saying the experience kick in. So it's still I think it's gonna be a close game, but I still think that the king of the fourth for this season prevails again in
Oh
another game.
yeah, King of the Fourth, De'Aaron Fox. All right, there you guys have it. It's another episode of predicting tonight's game in the books. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us on NBA Central. Make sure you hit us up on NBA Central Show at gmail.com. Also, follow all the other Central shows: Chicago Bears Central, Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Sky Central, as well as the Cognac Gang and the Shy Bulls podcast. Y'all already know how we rock. We hitting y'all with content. Oh yeah, we got the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox Central as well. Don't forget to rock with the gang. We're gonna holler at y'all tomorrow for our prediction show, as well as reviewing tonight's games, and we will see y'all later. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the #1 place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the